Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into some of the fun and fascinating differences in English. We're going to look at the words people in Britain and America use when they're talking about something we all do and love to do: sleep. I mean, it's all English, right? But some everyday words can be totally different depending on whether you're in London or New York. And honestly, that's what makes the language so cool. So let's explore these differences using the one thing we all have in common: getting a good night's rest. All right, let's kick things off in the middle of the day. You know that feeling? It's after lunch, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. You start to feel slow, your eyes get heavy. Yeah, that's what we call the afternoon slump. It's that moment when all you can think about is getting some sleep. Now, here's a small but super useful little detail. Are you sleepy or are you tired? If you're sleepy, it means you really want to go to sleep. But tired is a bit more general. It just means you have no energy. You can actually be tired without being sleepy. Kind of weird, right? So what do you do when you feel that afternoon slump hit? Well, a lot of people take a nap. And a nap is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a short sleep during the day, maybe 15, 20 minutes to help you recharge your batteries and feel a whole lot better. For example, if you're really feeling that slump, you might say something like, "Ugh, I feel so sleepy. Just 15 minutes helps me feel better. I need a nap." It's a really common and useful phrase to know. And here we go, our first big difference. While pretty much everyone understands the word nap, if you're in the UK, you might also hear people talk about having a snooze or a doze. They all mean the same thing: a short sleep. But you're definitely going to hear snooze and doze a lot more often in Britain. Okay, let's fast forward a few hours. The day's over, and now it's finally time to get ready for a full night of sleep. And this brings us to another really interesting word difference, this time about the place you live. So, if you live in a set of rooms inside a bigger building, what do you call it? Well, it depends on where you are. In British English, it's called a flat, but in American English, it's an apartment. Same exact place, just a different word. Let's make this super clear with a couple of famous cities. You'd say, "I'm going back to my flat in London," but you'd say, "I'm going back to my apartment in New York." See? Simple as that. Okay, next step, clothes. Before you put on your pajamas, you've got to take off what you wore all day. In Britain, the things you wear on your legs are called trousers. In America, they're called pants. Now, you've got to be careful with this one, because in the UK, pants means your underwear, a very important difference. So again, here's a really simple way to see it side by side. 2 sentences, same meaning, just with the local words. In Britain, he wears trousers. In America, he wears pants. That is a classic one to remember. Now, before we actually get into bed, here is some fantastic advice from the British Council for getting a good night's sleep. The tips are pretty simple. Things like turning off screens, your TV, your phone, stopping video games an hour before bed, and just relaxing with some quiet music. Honestly, this is great advice for anybody, anywhere. All right, we've gotten some good advice, we're ready for bed, and now we get to the main event: sleep itself. Let's look at the specific words and phrases we use to talk about sleeping and see how they can be different. We've all been there, right? You're on the sofa, watching a movie. You're not planning to sleep, but your eyes just close. Well, there's a special way to talk about falling asleep when you didn't even mean to. And check this out, because it's a really cool little difference. In British English, you're very likely to say something like, "Sorry, what happened in the movie? I dozed off." An American speaker, on the other hand, would probably just say, "I fell asleep." Both are right, but dozed off is super common in Britain for this situation. So what happens when you're more than just tired? I mean, when you're really, really tired? Well, the word exhausted works perfectly everywhere. But if you want to sound like a local in Britain, you could say you're knackered or shattered. These are informal for sure, but they're very common ways to say you have absolutely zero energy left. And what do you wear when you go to bed? This is a classic spelling showdown. The clothes you sleep in are called pajamas in Britain, spelled with a Y, and pajamas in America, spelled with an A. They sound exactly the same, it's just a little spelling difference to look out for. All right, we have gone all the way from the afternoon slump to getting tucked into bed, and we've learned some key words along the way. So let's do a quick review, and then it's going to be your turn to practice. And here it is, your quick summary, your little cheat sheet of the key pairs we covered. In British English, you've got flat, trousers, dozed off, and pajamas. And in American English, apartment, pants, fell asleep, and pajamas. This is a great little slide to pause on if you want to review. Okay, now it's time for you to put this into practice. Let's start with an easy one. Take a look at the word for your sleepwear. Which spelling do you use where you are? Pajamas with a Y or pajamas with an A? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks so much for joining this explainer and, of course, sleep well.